Hello to the amazing people and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company, a really fun gacha from Project Moon where you put together teams of sinners and equip them with E.G.Os, level them up and do turn-based combat with in like a very big sprawling story and the universe they created. And they had 2 games before this one. You can check them out in the description of the video, their playlist there. I played them both and it was super fun. Today we're gonna continue the chapter 6 adventure here. The next part of the story called Life Stolen. So let's jump in. Okay. I guess I'll just use my usual setup, the oh so powerful team that I've been using for a while. I wonder when I'm gonna modernize a little bit. Nelly, you betrayed me. This manor has never been on your side, not even once. And Heathcliff, I find it rather vexing that you would use the expression betrayal. Heathcliff slowly approaches Nelly. I can't imagine. Oh yeah, by the way, if you wanna like catch up to the story, you can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video, of course. And yeah, otherwise sit back, relax, and enjoy. I can't imagine the level of betrayal he must be feeling. So yeah, this is the Heathcliff story, like a story about him and Cathy and well, our search for Cathy. And yeah, the last opposition we faced last time was Heathcliff from another world, and now turns out the nanny that raised him betrayed him, and she liberated the other Heathcliff to do bad things. Tell me, why? You've really changed, Heathcliff. The old you wouldn't have bothered to ask even a single question before swinging that big club at my skull. I'm asking because it's you! Do I really have to destroy even our childhood? Heathcliff, what are you most afraid of? I wasn't afraid of the ghost that Miss Catherine claimed to have seen. I wasn't afraid of the tempest that sometimes shook this manor, or how violent Mr. Hindley would get when he was drunk. Until one day, I became afraid. I became afraid of an old woman whose heart and body were aged beyond their years. I was that old woman, an old woman who suffered because of you, Heathcliff, and Miss Catherine in every road. Round and round, you and Miss Catherine went, both plagued by the hatred, the misunderstandings, the terrible obsessions. And I, in every road, was always dragged under the wheel of destruction, suffering and struggling to my last haggardly breath again and again and again. The worst thing was that all of us were ignorant to our doomed fates. I hadn't even an inkling that the 2 of you were consuming every minute of my life, little by little. So I showed it to her too. I told her that it was a mirror shard that showed the beholder whatever their heart wished to see. The glass shards can make countless cracks in the hearts of humans. It shakes the very foundation of one's existence. The knowledge of mirror worlds can suck the meaning out of every struggle, everything that one has worked for their entire life. Yeah, like imagine if you could see other dimensions. Imagine if you could see what your other you is doing in other dimensions. Like, wouldn't you feel like so irrelevant, pointless, like nothing really? Start questioning existence? There is some point to what Fast says here, and plants the seeds of doubt in their heart. Doubts about the very path one seeks to take in their life. It's enough to make them attempt to meddle with themselves in other worlds, believing that it is the right thing to do. If someone has shown Nelly that mirror, then that must have been precisely their intended outcome. Yet, a mirror technology that allows for such high degree of interactivity must be... Then, everything began to unravel all on its own. She conversed with someone on the other end of the mirror for a long time, someone who was suffering as much as she was. Well, probably her other self, right? Then the laboratory began to take shape. Oh, she must have known even in her wildest dreams. She never once doubted me, even if she closed her eyes forevermore in that coffin, as naive as any other sheltered child. A caged bird. I suppose it wasn't only naivete, but also her own temperament. She was the kind of person who always had to be the center of everything. But please, do not deny every memory we've shared together. The pity I felt for you as they abused you, wishing that you would live your best life, a life better than anyone else's, were all my honest feelings. Right, are we fighting her now? The maid, Nelly. The chief butler, Nelly. Alright. Well, I didn't expect this. Okay, let's do this, shall we? It's cramped in here. Can I just join them in the field? Can we please stick to the contract, big sis? Yeah, I have the Muller office announcer. I should probably switch to something else. But let's focus on Nelly now. Just called Nelly. Okay, so here we can see her skills. Okay. Butler's Mark. Used to raise attack weight of certain attack skills. Okay. If the target has Butler's Mark, Clash Power +1. Okay. So she can mark us. Okay. Passives. If there are staggered enemies, this unit prioritizes targets with its attack skills. Deal plus 20% more damage to staggered enemies on hit. Okay. So she focuses on staggered people. If in panic, reset SP to 0. This unit's panic type does not change when inflicted with an effect that changes panic types. Instead, this unit is inflicted with an effect that is inflicted against targets without SP. Okay. Low morale effects. Clash win. Okay. Hatred. Increases after winning a clash based on the clash count. Base value is 6, raised by 20% per clash counter after 1. Increased by 10 after this unit defeats an enemy regardless of their level. Decreases after losing a clash based on the clash count. The base value is 3. Okay. Well, Nelly, how powerful are you? Favorite. So all of our attacks are favored. Well, that sounds like a good start. I'm not sure what to expect from this fight. Like, the last one was first pretty hard, but then I didn't play it for a while, and then I one-shotted it. Well, two-shotted it, really. Something went completely wrong on the first, go. Like, so far it seems like she's, like, weak. But surely she's gonna unlock some strength soon. And her sanity is going down, that's like a good sign. That's what you want, to have enemies have low sanity, then you can clash more easily with them. Evade. Okay. Nothing. Take it easy, those buggers ain't the big deal, AK. 5 to 4 with them. Aren't you doing this too lightheartedly? I mean, it's not like you're on the field for yourself, but still. Well, if anything, she has a lot of abilities. But now we are like dominating favorite, and 2 unopposed. Okay, I can probably do this a little bit better. Are you getting attacked? No? How about you? Okay, you are getting attacked, so you can definitely... Wait, what? Oh no, you're not... Like, 2 of you are not getting attacked at all. Okay. Well, I'm gonna clash the attacks we do the most damage, so I'm gonna clash this one. And then this one. Well, we might lose. Okay, this one we cannot lose against, so let's go there. And then... Favorite. Okay. Favorite, alright. And then these 2, whatever, alright. Tick-tack, tap. Wait, she has relatively high sanity. Seems like she gains some. Damn. She's relatively tanky, but so far didn't show anything super special, really. Like, her ability to mark somebody, so it does more damage to us. Doesn't really matter anything. She can't win a clash. And so far, she's being pretty... Okay, I guess with those 2 attacks that I was not able to clash with, she does that, but... So far it seems pretty uneventful. Okay, she has hatred now. Low morale, clash win, gain 1 offense level up next turn. Clash lose, gain 1 defense level down. Okay. Okay, well, this time I can actually clash everything. Dominating favorite, hopeless. Okay, I'm just gonna defend the hopeless things and then clash everything else. She seems like a capable clasher. I mean, I think the IDs that I'm using, like, they're pretty rare IDs that I'm using, so they're pretty strong. Maybe she's just like really strong unless you have really strong characters as well. And then if you have strong characters, she's really weak. I don't know. Now that's what I like to see. A woman stands before us, her body and mind are spent, weighing down and sinking into the oblivion. Yeah, she's gonna distort. Okay. Who will talk to Nelly? Hitleaf, you can try. Well, it's gonna be hard, but good luck. Okay, well, I missed one. That's exactly as much as I could have missed. There was an odd desire in Nelly's eyes. Perhaps it was envy, or perhaps it was anticipation. She gave me a mirror, most beautiful, most alluring. It was as gorgeous as a lovely manicure. Nelly shuddered, caught by an ineffable emotion. She mutters in a cold, detached voice. There, I saw the kind of life that was laid out before me. Heathcliff leaped backward away from the sudden metallic noise, but it was too late. The chains that exploded from Nelly's suitcase wrapped around Heathcliff's arms. I refuse to be bound by you, and the miss, it's done. Though Heathcliff's movements may be restricted, maybe there's a way to use that against Nelly. Heathcliff gains 2 damage up. Easy as a salad. What? So he got 2 damage up because we succeeded in that check. And now she's staggered. And now we're gonna do a lot of damage to her. Now I don't know what exactly to expect from this fight in general. Is this now a time to do this? No, we are lacking charge. Okay. I don't know, so far it's been pretty like straightforward. And my sanity keeps going up, so I was wondering if I should like conserve some bullets. So far it seems like a little bit too easy. Like, is she gonna recover from panic? Minus 45. Panic, hatred. Panic, clash win. Okay. It doesn't seem like anything smart's happening. Dominating, dominating, dominating. Everyone's dominating. Interesting how he chose this ability, but that's fine, I think. I could actually use that. Let's save some bullets. Just in case. It seems like it's just an easy fight. Like, we asked her, why did you do this? She answered, she was like, hey, you really ask? You should just bash my head in. And then she tells us why she did it, and then we just bash her head in anyway. And slice it up, and yeah. Oh, she's fast. Well, let me put down the cup for a second. This is some intense stuff. Seriously? Their lives are on the line? Stop acting like you're here to watch a game. Oh, there's some chains going. What's up with that? Okay, let's check her out. Overwhelming Interloper. This unit speed is faster than the target's clash power +2. Ooh, nice. If the target has Butler's Mark, receiving Art to collapse. If the target has Butler's Mark, clash power +10. If the target does not have a stagger threshold, deal 200 HP damage. Raise target threshold by 200. Whew, we have to stop this attack from happening. Combat start. Gain attack weight equal to the number of enemies with Butler's Mark. If this unit's speed is faster than the main target's by 3 or more, inflict 2 slash resist down. If the target has Butler's Mark, clash power +8. Turn end. All Butler Marks expire. Oh, dude. Interloper's Apprehension. Prioritize targets with Binding Technique. Max 3. Turn end. Increase by 1. Turn end. Gain bind equal to the value of this effect. Turn end. If a 3 value becomes staggered for the rest of the encounter, does not expire. Wait, what? If a 3 value becomes staggered for the rest of the encounter? Okay. Clash loose. If the target has Binding Technique expires. If the target has Binding Technique, base power +5. On evade, gain one more slot just for the next turn. Ooh, one time max though. Okay, receiving Arts 9 binding. After this unit gains a new pattern, and after combat end, inflict binding technique to a random identity without binding technique next turn. All binding technique less than or equal to 2 expires when this unit is staggered. Okay, so that's that. This one has turn end increased by 1, turn end gain bind equal to the value of this effect. Turn end, if a 3 value becomes staggered for the rest of the encounter, does not expire. That's pretty bad. Okay. If target has binding equip, binding thing, base power plus 5. Okay, speed faster. Prioritize the target with binding technique, clash loose. If the target has binding technique, binding technique expires. So, okay, but Foss is gonna get staggered because she cannot clash with that because she's too slow. Okay, but I can do this. Okay, then let's see. If this is faster than the target's clashing power plus 2. Well, can you still fight it off? It seems like you can. Okay. How is this? Not good. Where is this going? To hit lift. Can you deal with that? You can. Good. Do I use this? I mean, I'll definitely use it, right? Okay. Come on, roll better. Nice. So now we're gonna lose the binds. Okay, so she has potential to be really, really scary if you cannot kill her fast enough. Maybe, I don't know. Damn. The wielder of chain, the master of binds. Down you go. Soon. Yeah, it's just she has too low sanity. She cannot like win any clashes. And I'm like on max sanity now on so many of my characters, so. What? Ketarana. Okay. A lot of abilities though. But yeah, now she staggered fast and is getting ready to kick her into oblivion. Okay. Predators targets with banding technique. Well, we can do this. There we go. So remove her binding technique. There we go. Okay. Gain attack weight equal to the number of enemies with Butcher's Mark. Well, nobody has Butcher's Mark, so. The target has binding technique. Okay. She's messed up either way. There. Hopeless. Favorite, there we go. Who's going in there? Okay. Well, I can actually clash all but one. Chances are not great though. There. Okay, and you can grab this one. There we go. Alright. We're getting close to staggering it, so. Gonna be fine. Faustus will survive this. But it's not like if she kills one of my people, it's not like it's the end of the road anyway, so. So this is what I saved my points because now she has 4 fragility. Have a D to boot! I don't remember using this before. Okay, that was like a little bit underwhelming. It's okay though. She's staggered. We're gonna finish her off. She's staggered, so Foss should unstagger, right? Nope. Okay, that's fine though. We just kill her. Okay. Not too hard of a fight, at least not for this group of people. Oh, Hitleaf gets the last shot. He's like, nice. Any last words, Nelly? Miss Catherine was difficult from time to time, but I do not wish to deny even the times we spent together. I even miss the late Mr. Inchov Sr. from time to time. No, I never lived a full life of hate and animosity. I'm just struggling desperately to change my destiny. To get here, I worked myself to the bone. Trained and worked harder than anyone else to become a chief butler. Move. You still endeavor to reach the rooftops? I must tell you that it is a fruitless effort. That other Heathcliff is already there. And that is how this tale shall end. This is the better ending, isn't it? You two couldn't even summon the smallest courage to talk to one another. Stop it! You'd always believed everything I told you, without even one iota of doubt. Every little twist, every little nudge I made in my tales, taken as a truth. No, miss, he hasn't sent you any letters. Though, I'm quite certain that he must be living a good life somewhere out there. Oh, she intercepted the letters. Ah. I'll send the invitation, miss. It's still that same Heathcliff who didn't even bother to write you, but when he sees this, he'll have no choice but to return to this manor. Well, I don't recall her ever opening a letter. Seriously, once she has her mind set on something, no one could convince her otherwise. No one. Yeah, she lied to both of us. Oh, the Nelly, the ultimate villain. You two have mirrored more people than you could imagine into your business, yet you do not even talk to one another, nor do you ask questions. Well, how can we talk if you burned all the letters? Do you really believe that you even deserve to move on with such slothfulness? No more. This tale ends here. Okay, is she now gonna distort? Was this fight just an introduction? That was quite the exhibition. Perhaps I should thank them for being such a delightful collection of arts. Expression of love. Oh, it's just a story thing. Yeah, we could do it. The fight might take a bit too long, but... Nelly was right. Heathcliff, the Earl King, had already disappeared into the rooftops. The only chance Virgilius gave us, the awakening I managed with my clock, the very last of Heathcliff's hopes. Yeah, it's over. Endless vortex of colors mixing into a sludge. A splash of grey paint over the heart that once gleamed violet. A splash of bloody red paint, splashes of faded colors. Again and again, until there was nothing but blackness. Unseen by all, unnecessary to anyone, the color of the pitch black night. The color of the back streets. Under power outage... Huh? Where did Heathcliff go? Yeah, he disappeared all of a sudden. What are you talking about? I'm right here. A predictable ending, is it not? He returned to the back streets, the place where our dear Heathcliff belongs. Poor Heathcliff, once again he turns his tail, tasting nothing but defeat and despair. Wait, what? She hid him from us? Stop it! Stop it! I don't want to hear any more of it! Pitiful, isn't he? He would not have changed one bit, no matter how much time he spent in your company. Look at Heathcliff the Earl King, Heathcliff the Devil. The very same end that awaits Heathcliff. I disagree, you probably can't hear a thing I'm saying, but I still do. Because I'm hurting, I don't want to be here anymore. So I must marry Linton in the end. Because it would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now. Oh bloody hell, is this memory again? Cathy and Nelly must be talking about me in that room. Ha! I have to get out of here. If I had to stay and listen, my heart will crack and fall apart until it completely shatters. And this bloody clock noise is back. It could only mean that time's passing no matter how much I suffer. But would waiting, letting time pass change anything? What difference would it Fine, I'll wait a little, so shut up and... Marrying Linton would give me the means to help Heathcliff. I could make him a better person. Oh, she wanted to do it for Heathcliff? Oof, that's heartbreaking. So he must never know the immense love I'll have for him. No, this time I want to shut this open door. I'm still scared, terrified even, but... Cathy, I'm sorry. I've disappointed you. Because I was too afraid to hear your true feelings. I know, this future is a future that will never come true. Not for us. I've wrecked everything with my hesitation. I hurt more than just us. I hurt Nelly too. I have to start fixing the things I've wrecked. Huh? Because I don't want my Heathcliff to live the rest of his life in regret. That is why, despite everything, I want Heathcliff to forge onto the rooftop. Those flowers bloom in places like desolate moors or steep cliffsides, so they may appear more lonely than anything else in the world. Do you want to know why I still love this flower the most? All other flowers lose their colors and fade as they wither away. But this flower, even as it withers and wilts, remains the same color. So, when you're gone, I will dry these flowers and decorate my room with them. What? Like make rings of them flowers? Don't say something so foolish. Why would I ever leave you? So stupid. I never once realized what she meant by those words. Everything you ever said, Catherine, was an expression of love. Oi, I'm back. Heathcliff! Ching ching! Where the hell did you go? You blipped out of existence when the lightning struck and... Are you okay, Heathcliff? No, it hurts. It still hurts like hell, but... I will move past you and make my way to the rooftop, Nelly. You're what? Heathcliff the Earl King will not be my future. You, him, you both had access to every knowledge but made the same choices anyway. Not me. I'm going to make a different choice. Thank you so much for looking after us, Nelly. It must have been very hard. Among the three individuals mentioned in Miss Catherine's will, since Hindley and Killington are now both clearly deceased, it can be said that, at least on paper, the ownership of Wuthering Heights has been transferred to Heathcliff. I'll give you a new future, Nelly. I'll give you freedom. So start writing as you will. Write your own tale, or whatever else it is that you wish to do. With that, Heathcliff left Nelly behind and began making his way to the rooftop. Nelly collapsed to the floor, making an odd noise that sounded like a mixture of laughter and sobbing. I'm free to go. I've been freed. Then I can... Dobby's a free elf. Let's go. Then I can finally... The hell are you lot doing down there faffing about? Come on, up. For the first time, I really have no idea what you're thinking right now. Thinking? I don't really think that hard, mate. I just clearly know what I have to do. Well, let his bat do the thinking for him. Says revenge right on it. Let's go have our revenge. That's all. Right, another Earl King fight. Yeah. Like the last one wasn't hard enough. Oh, this is actually the last fight before the dungeon. Hearts Unbroken. Oh, it's actually a story thing. No more fighting? Sure. Earl King Heathcliff awaits us on the rooftop. Just as Faust expected, the powerful and oppressive energy that surrounded him had only grown more ferocious since our last encounter. This must be because of the golden bow and the pure form of humanity. Heathcliff watches us stumbling up the stairs through our exhaustion. He lowers Catherine's coffin to the rooftop floor. What a sorry ending to this tale, is it not? You have no idea of the lengths I've gone to destroy both Hindley and Linton. How much I have pushed myself to the brink again and again. This is my own heaven. It is finally within my reach. Heaven? This shit is your idea of heaven? Look again, you're in hell, right in the middle of it. When I heard the news of Catherine's passing, I began to see her face in all things. Even my very own face brought back her memories. Everything in the world became an unending reminder of who Catherine once was. A reminder of the fact that she once existed. only to be forever lost because of me. So, to breathe, to let my heart beat, I had to think of nothing but that singular wish. That burning, unchanging desire, my wish. To kill every Hitleaf in the world? Yes, that singular wish is the ultimate proof of my love. Through my campaign, I have seen so many versions of Hitleaf. Some grew wrathful, some begged for mercy, for their lives. But in the end, they all admitted they all had to perish for the good of Catherine, and willingly forfeited their lives. I found no pleasure in my work. How could I, when I made it my decision to slay those poor wretched souls, when all of them died so alone, unloved by all that is living by the world? Did you know that no one ever weeps for Hitleaf's death? So, the task falls to me to bury them, to shed my tears for them, yet only silence shall attend my own demise. Yeah, because he's gonna be the last one, right? Yeah. No, your method's all wrong. Of course, I would have given anything to make Catherine happy, anything, but even you who saw the possibilities of every world missed something. What do you mean? You said that in every world Catherine and Hitleaf were destined to be miserable, didn't you? But we could have been happy. We just missed that smallest key to happiness. No, no such world exists. Because of me, no, us, because of our existence, Catherine will... Ha! Bloody hell, I'm telling you, that is not going to do... nothing to do with our existence. The problem was that I wanted to believe that it was. All I had to do was to get over my embarrassment, that little fear. I just had to scrounge up the smallest morsel of courage to open the door and talk to her. But how will you prove your theory when we have nothing left to prove it with? When my Catherine is long gone. Right, I can't change the past like you said, I can't prove it to you either. Maybe none of this matters in the end, and Catherine might never wake up again no matter what I do, but I'm here anyway, on this rooftop. Do you understand what that means? You, me, we're both wretches, I understand that. But I refuse to break like you did, leaping from world to world seeking to kill everyone that you deem to be the cause of that misery, no matter how broken my heart has become. Your speech rings hollow, Hitleaf, for the outcome is already decided. I will end your life and leap over to the next world to do the same. Then, what the hell are you waiting for? Hitleaf pulled the golden ball from the roof of the manor, where it was installed as a lightning rod. Ah, the struggle is meaningless. You can't destroy the golden ball. I can't destroy it, no, but I can stop it from working. You mean to kill me? You? No, I will stab myself, just as you wished. You what? I see. I don't exactly understand why, but this golden ball being imbued with lightning is a necessary part of your plan, ain't it? What if I just drained its powers? That's cock up your grand scheme, won't it? Wait, how do you even know that, Hitleaf? I ain't educated, but you know I'm good at sniffing these things out. Hitleaf. Catherine. I'm back. Please open the door. Why did you stab yourself? Is this how you wanted this to end? Because I need Cat in every corner of this manor to hear my call. From what I've seen, the golden ball connects the hearts together. Look, I'm flying by the seat of my trousers here. by what? What are you? Catherine has become Wuthering Heights itself. I don't understand how that happened, but if she saw the same mirror that Nelly and this git peered into, and if the heart was the same as mine all along, I feel like I know what kind of choice she made. Now that I think back on it, from the moment we set our foot upon this manor, Wuthering Heights kept pushing me away while the diary continued to suit me. We were never honest, Cathy, both of us. Hitleaf, what are you talking about? The diary flips through its pages until it comes to a stop on the last page. Would you like to hear a story, Hitleaf? A long time ago, Josephine told me a little tale. She said that there is a deep ancient river flowing beneath this manor. Every architect said that this was not a good place to build anything, let alone a house, that nothing should ever be built atop this hill. Wuthering Heights was built here nonetheless, over the unseen Hippogean River. Ever since I was a child, I saw the ghost of my late mother wandering the halls of this manor. Nelly, can't you see that ghost? I told you, miss, there is no such things as ghosts. Why didn't you take your nap like I asked you to? Oh, mistress. Thankfully, I wasn't the only one who was seeing ghosts. I, Josephine, knew that you would one day return to our side. That the river flowing beneath these lands would bring your grace back to this manor. That, should my duties at this manor be complete, you would allow me to drink the river's waters. And I've repeatedly seen that vision as I grew up. After Heathcliff left me, after I'd lost every will to live, Nelly brought me a mirror. Miss, I found an interesting mirror. It shows you some fascinating things. I suppose it is a magic mirror of sorts. I thought you might enjoy such an invention. In that mirror I saw the infinite variations of Heathcliff and I. I pulled Heathcliff to the utter abyss of desolation. He grew cold and unhappy, mirrored in an endless cycle of misfortune. It was as though his fate was already written to be miserable. No matter what he did, he would always meet a wretched end. Do you see that? I see another ghost. Miss, you're still very ill. Please do not let the chill wind sicken you further. Why does that ghost weep so tragically? And why does he appear so familiar? I must gaze into the mirror again, Nelly. I wish to find that single strand of possibility where Heathcliff can be happy. So I gazed into that mirror night after night, night after night, until blood began to stream down my cheeks in place of tears. At the end of the ceaseless wailings, I found the Catherines who tasted the deepest despair. You are no other Catherine, no other Catherine weeps as terribly as you do, not in any of the worlds I have seen. Because in this world, I'm Heathcliff's murderer! Oh my gosh. We were just like you, desperately searching through every world we peered past the mirror. But in no world are Heathcliff and I together in happiness. Our tale always ends in tragedy. Thus suffering is all that remains. I have nothing to live for alone. I have no reason to go on. Ah! Why can't Heathcliff be happy? Why can't any Heathcliff be allowed even an ounce of happiness? There is but one answer. That we are the cause of his misery. Because Catherine's existence is what brings misfortune to Heathcliff. Oh my gosh. So Heathcliff thinks he's the one to fault, and Catherine thinks she's the one to fault. Well, a classic tragedy tale if I ever saw one. Every Heathcliff is miserable because of me. If I were to no longer exist in any world, will every Heathcliff in every world find happiness? Well, I don't know, since you're like both the source of his happiness and grief, so... Yes, he will, so it's not late. For the sake of every remaining Heathcliff in every world, please invite us to your world beyond, so that we may kill you first. What? And move on to the next, to kill the Catherine of a different world, again and again. So we have Catherines killing Catherines and Heathcliff killing Heathcliffs. Then, only then can every Heathcliff reach his own heaven, the heaven where I no longer exist. It felt as though I was freed from a heavy joke. It felt as though this was precisely what I was meant to do. Because I love every Heathcliff, because he deserves to be happy. I have done as you ordered. I have used some of my connections in the back streets to bankrupt Mr. Hindley. Last I heard, he gambled everything he had away. I used Nelly, who asked her acquaintances to bankrupt my brother, then I took the ownership of Wuthering Heights from him. E.G.O Ring, researcher. Don't worry about the results. We've done similar experiments in the past. It will all work out as long as the laboratory is ready. Certainly, the laboratory will be completed as you have requested. The price is not a matter of concern. And I've told you repeatedly, this method will overwrite your identity with that of another, which is to say that your body should be free of consciousness. We've learned from one of our previous experiments that full complete identities can be summoned only when the body is empty. I installed a massive laboratory in our basement to invite Catherine to our world. I acquired the golden ball with Linton's help, however. To summon a fully intact identity, it is an incredible power-consuming procedure. A single golden bow won't be enough to power it. Lucky for you, we have recently procured ourselves a golden bow. You stole it from us, you nasty, nasty Hermanses. This golden bow, once installed on the roof of your manor, will collect all the necessary energy and relate to the golden bow installed into the laboratory. You're so kind. What kind of payment do you ask in return? Not monetary, that's for certain. Instead, allow us to make a doll. That's all I ask. A dough? Yes, a pure, uncontaminated dough. Invite me, please. Please. The experiment should complete soon. Nelly, I no longer fear the ghosts. because all fear stems from the ignorance of its origin. Maybe that is why I was so afraid of talking to Heathcliff, because I could not know, nor could I understand his ever-distant heart. What I had thought to be ghosts were just us from the other worlds, suffering in wretched pain, yet wandering the manner still determined to end my life. Now, after the lightning strikes 7 times upon your coffin, the path to the other world will open, summoning the Catherine you won from the other world here. I'm certain that Linton will be happy, because you are doing this for me, whom you love so much. Once this coffin closes, that's it, you won't ever open your eyes again. I know, but this is not the end. I will always be watching over you, wherever you may be. Your word is my command. Everything shall be as you willed. Sweet dreams, my love. Oh, a dough of such high purity can become pretty much anything. What I seek lies beyond that dough, however. It's something more primordial, something at the far beginning of all things. But for you, I present a different Heathcliff. Not your Heathcliff who left you without a word and doesn't even care to return. A Heathcliff who exists for Catherine, and only Catherine. And that river that flows beneath your manor will be of great help to both of us. It may be that your consciousness isn't lost forever, because the deepest river arrests from them from moving on. Perhaps you would have a front seat to everything that is to transpire. Heathcliff who exists just for me? What are you talking about? And why am I watching all this happen? Where am I? Can anyone hear me? Don't you worry, we'll make sure that this summoning ritual is a resounding success. And just in case you forget, remember to hold steadfast. Remember that all of this is for the good of Heathcliff, whom you love so much. So yeah, Herman was the main villain here, pulling all the strings. Every Catherine. The clock turns to revive Heathcliff, who stabbed himself with the golden bow. Catherine! Eventually, Catherine from a distant world is slowly pulled from the coffin the other Heathcliff is carrying. The golden bow that impaled Heathcliff began to return to whence it came. Back to where Heathcliff first tore it from, like it was meant to be. Oh, my throat hurts a little bit. Oof, what a crazy story. What people do in the name of love. All the crazy things. Right. Wait. Every world? There is no dungeon at the end of this. Whoa! What? So there will be a fight here. Who are we fighting? Everyone? Clear stage, level 45. Okay, so we're gonna do that in the next episode. Oh, this is so confusing. So it feels like, I don't know, was like Catherine like fooled in some way by Herba to see what she thought she was seeing. Well, these other rules, they are truthful, right? But yeah, I guess if you look hard enough, eventually you would find the most miserable Catherine ever, and this would all come into fruition. But yeah, in the end, yeah, I like the thing. It's like the most absurd is you have Heathcliff killing other Heathcliffs to punish himself and the other Heathcliffs for hurting Catherine, and then you have Catherine on the other side doing the same, each one doing it in their own way. So yeah, this coffin that Catherine was in was used to bring other Catherines into our world. That can't be a good thing, right? I mean, breaking the fabric of the universes of existence or whatever. I don't know. It's all very complex. But, well, here we are at the final fight. We're gonna do it the next time. Hopefully enjoy this episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, we fought Nelly. We saw a lot of the story. More or less like the pre-conclusion. And then, yeah, now we have to go and fight the Catherine of every world or something. I don't even know. But yeah, thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode of Limbus Company. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. See you in the next one. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.